My name is Eliseo Gamiño. I'm here in support of Miguel Arias. The issue is not that one person affected the economy of certain vendors and businesses in Fresno County. We're talking businesses losing money and losing clientele all over the state. Don't bring it as to one issue here in Fresno County. It's the immigration rates and the fear that's responsible for the lack of economic prosperity for a lot of businessmen. Yeah, everybody's feeling the hurt. But this is the issue of many elected officials neglecting real immigration reform. I'm not talking about low-hanging fruit like H-2A programs that allows you legal status for 2 months, 6 months, 9 months out of the year, and then you leave off to your native land. We're talking about real comprehensive reform where immigrant agricultural families that were hailed like the heroes during the pandemic that risked their lives are now all of a sudden criminals. It's a crime feeding your families, working in the field, picking crops, doing essential work, and allowing us customers to go to the supermarket and buy groceries, a head of lettuce, whatever groceries at a low cost because of the hard labor of agricultural essential workers. They were the COVID-19, the greatest American rescue heroes, and now they're all criminals. No, the ideal of having due process in court is threatened, and we need to reflect. Yes, Fresno, there's a lot of folks upset, but we should be upset of the lack of vocalness and activeness of elected officials doing their job, so we wouldn't have this issue. There's so many essential workers, agricultural workers, with uncertain immigration status because it's been neglected for decades. The immigrant undocumented documented community contributes over $96 billion, an estimated $96 billion a year. And they're contributing to the strong economic engine of American society. They're here illegally working jobs that most folks do not want to do. They're hardworking, backbreaking jobs that are not valued by many, have the poorest salaries, and now we're complaining because they're doing those jobs that nobody else wants to do because they're poorly paid. My father, a Bracero program participant, was able to work and dedicated his entire youth here in America to the Bracero program, working, supporting his family so that his children can have the American dream someday and get educated. Well, I'm here speaking for all those braceros, campesinos that work hard so their children can go to college and be productive citizens. America is the greatest nation in the world because people have a shot to the American dream. Now it's being threatened with all these raids. I'm not opposed of criminals, those that have a court order to be picked up and processed through the court system. Those laws exist. Elected officials, Democrats and Republicans who supported the Lake and Riley Act does away with due process. I'm talking about both parties. And the worst thing we can do is kick the comprehensive immigration reform can further down the road. And folks want to reclaim or want Miguel Arias here in Fresno, California, District 3 council member to resign. I want to challenge all those folks, vendors that are upset, and those businesses at large throughout the state of California. It's not just a cherry auction, no nomás es el remate aquí de Fresno. Es todo el estado, todos los negocios están sufriendo por las redadas y el temor. Families are deciding to stay home so that they are not separated from their children. Kids are being traumatized. Sometimes, there was a huge boycott when these raids started. A lot of the schools boycotted school to send a message that they fear. And so to blame one person is unfair, unethical, and not moral. The issue here is we need comprehensive reform now to tax-paying, law-abiding immigrants, agricultural essential workers. Necesitamos verdadera reforma comprensiva para todos aquellos agricultores, campesinos que trabajan honradamente para sacar a sus hijos adelante y tener una oportunidad al sueño americano. Aquí en Fresno y en todo el estado de California están viviendo con ese temor. La mental salud de niños y adultos, todos están en peligro hasta que no pongan un alto los oficiales electos que se quedan callados y son cómplices por el silencio, por omisión. Ya es tiempo de hacer algo y hagan su trabajo para que estas familias y estos niños no estén traumatizados. Estoy aquí en apoyo a Miguel Arias porque no nomás es el remate de Cherry Auction, es negocios en todo el estado. Ya estuvo suave.